the Business Finance Podcast, brought to you by the Best Finance Group. New episodes every Friday. Hello, welcome to the Business Finance Podcast. He's Jack Seymour.
He's Phil Murphy.
Thanks for joining us. So I think we'll start with a gong hei fat choi to all our Chinese listeners out there. It's the Lunar New Year. It's the year of the snake.
Year of the snake.
Yeah, of course. Had to try and weave in. How can we get snake? How can we get? Always looking for a theme, aren't we? Always looking for a theme. Yeah. So I was thinking snakes. Then I was thinking snakes business, snakes and ladders. As business and life is snakes and ladders, isn't it?
Absolutely, one giant case of snakes and ladders.
Yeah. You imagine it. So you win a big contract. Yeah, you go up the ladder, don't you? And then a key member of staff resigns. Oh, can't deliver the project without them. Then, a couple of months later, you deliver the project, yeah? You're waiting for the big, well, we need that invoice to come in, that £100,000 invoice coming in. What happens? They forget to put you on the payroll, and the woman's gone on a holiday. She doesn't like to be disturbed. She's in remotest Peru. She can't, so again, you're down a snake, aren't you?
She's like Paddington in Peru, mate.
Oh, she's gone. You won't find that she won't be disturbed on holiday. So it's constantly like that, isn't it, business? It's constantly like that. So, yeah, So on that theme then, we were going to talk about getting started in business and how difficult it is to raise finance. Yeah, if you haven't got any security, you've only been trading a few months, now you need to raise finance. And what do we think of would be the perfect product to talk about?
Merchant cash advance.
Oh, they're great, really, really good. And I mean, you do a lot of these, don't you?
Yeah, so merchant cash advance, or MCA is commonly referred to, is a product that gives access to funding for businesses that typically wouldn't have been able to. So your B2C, your retail, hospitality, anybody who's taking card payments regularly can access merchant cash advance.
Yeah.
So if I give a little overview, shall I?
Yeah, how it works, how much you can raise, how long you need to be trading for, yeah, that sort of thing. I think would be really interesting.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, so it's a really simple product. Merchant cash advance is there, which you can access up to 2 times monthly revenue.
Okay.
So if you're turning over £10,000 a month, you can have up to £20,000.
Right.
It commonly takes between 10 to 20% of your daily sales to repay the loan.
Okay.
So the beauty of merchant cash advance is, as your sales increase, you pay back the loan quicker, and as your sales decrease, you pay it back slower.
Okay.
What does that mean? It means that your cash flow is always supported and it's not a fixed payment, so you can never get far behind with merchant cash advance.
Yeah, that's pretty good. And what about then, so how much would you, is it about £5,000 a month is the bare minimum to get a merchant cash advance?
Yeah, I would say so. So a minimum of £60,000 of annual sales per annum.
But if you're only going for 3 months, let's say you're regularly now, let's say you're a takeaway, you're regularly hitting £5,000 a month in card takings. After 3 months, do you think that would be enough then? Is that sort of like the base level?
Absolutely, yeah. So always have that conversation with ourselves early on and say, after a minimum of 3 months of sales, what can I borrow and what can I access to grow my business? Because if we're focusing on hospitality, commonly many business owners have a dream, a vision of where they want to be and what they want their restaurant to look like, and having funding to be able to do that sets them alight. Puts them on that snakes and ladder journey. Yeah. Straight up that ladder.
Yeah, brilliant. Now, you were telling me about an interesting one. We'll use this as this week's case study. So you were telling me earlier about the restaurant in Bristol. Would you mind telling the audience about that? Because I think it's a brilliant story.
Yeah, so one of my clients owns a restaurant in Bristol, an Italian restaurant, and it's very well known. When I started working with this client, just coming up to 3 years ago, he came to me looking for funding of how he was going to purchase the building along with the 2-bed flat above it. Yeah. He was unsure how to do it, how much it would cost and what deposit he would need. We had a conversation and quickly identified he wasn't in a position to buy it right then, but we came up with a plan of a 6-month plan of how we were going to do it. Okay. So we boosted his sales, we supported cash flow through merchant cash advance, and built up a substantial deposit. From there, we accessed a bridging loan, so we could buy the property quickly from the landlord, which was a key aspect in this. The landlord only gave him a time frame of which he had to buy it within. Right. He bought the property, and then within 6 months, we flipped this into a term loan over 10 years to drop his monthly repayments.
Brilliant.
So now he owns the restaurant and rents out the flat above. And the rent pays for the loan which he took out to buy the building.
That's fantastic.
But it didn't stop there.
No?
No.
Got more?
No, there was more. So the fish and chip shop over the road, it was an empty shop. And he said, Jack, how can I buy it? What can I do? I really think there's no fish and chip shops around here. I think there's a niche. We costed it all out. We took on the lease. We put asset finance to buy the fryers, and we gave him merchant cash advance from his current business so he could access funding. And that gave him the startup funding for the fish and chip shop, and away he goes. And now, within 6 months, he's already #1 on Uber Eats.
That's amazing. What a fantastic story. I mean, that's what it's all about, isn't it? Speaking to someone like yourself, building that relationship, and you just if someone's just not just asking you for a loan, you're helping them sort of build a bigger picture. Where do you want to go? Okay, working with them. This is what we need to do. That's amazing.
And I think really that's one of our key strengths, isn't it? Like you just said there, that commonly people come to us and we have an open book. We say, well, before we go on the solution of what types of funding could be applicable for your business, tell me about your business and tell me the strengths, the weaknesses, the opportunities that are there. And then we can come up with a roadmap of how we can accelerate that growth and accelerate that business journey for you, so you can really, grow your business and have the fuel, the funding behind you to grow it.
What is it you want to do with that business? Okay, we'll help you get there.
Yeah,
Isn't it? Yeah,
exactly.
That's really, really
exactly.
Good. Oh, I think that's a fantastic case study. So you've done merchant cash advance, bridging loan, term loan,
And some asset
and
finance
some asset
as well.
finance as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Oh, brilliant. Yeah, and we've eaten there as well. And
Eating there, the food's fantastic.
It's very, very good.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Okay. So merchant cash advance then. I suppose that's, again, it's something that if you have just started out, it's something that people do forget about. Accountants out there, bookkeepers, you may have clients that have recently started out, they've started that dream, takeaway, restaurant, anything that takes card payments.
Correct, yeah. Even e-commerce businesses. If you're an e-commerce business owner, get in touch because we can really accelerate your business growth too.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, I think that's it for us this week, isn't it? Yeah. So keep in mind merchant cash advances. If you are taking card payments and you need to get a cash injection, it's a really, really good option. And that's been us for this week. We'll see you on the next one. Thank you for joining us. If you have any commercial finance requirements, please contact us at thebestgroup.co.uk.